All right, let's see the bans. What do we have banned first? It looks like Ingles hovering over Machamp again. We want to disable Kairo's main, which honestly makes sense. I mean, that third game went extremely well for them after they banned Machamp. Cairo gonna ban Leafeon again. That makes sense. Leafeon is quite powerful at this stage. It's really going to come down to if they're going to be able to deal with that. Frank is going to ban Gyarados, so we have two mains of the opposing team get banned, and we have a Blastoise ban this time, as Blastoise did a dramatic amount of work in that last game. Two mains banned is pretty strong, and no one banned Buzzwole, and Zera is going to lock the first Buzzwole of the CBAT. Live Buzzwole reaction. Alright, Creeper is going to lock in the Decidueye, and Lionheart will lock in with the Delphox. Assassin is going to lock in Zoroark here, and it looks like their game plan here is simply to just carry the team. Let's go! Alright, let's see what Ryevji picks. Ryevji is usually an attacker player. I've seen him play Pikachu, I've seen him play Espeon, I've seen him even play a little bit of Sylveon. Honestly, Espeon is a solid pick, I would say. It has a good early power spike at level 4. It evolves, and that's really good. British Wolf's going to lock Cinderace. Cairo is going to lock Clefable. And we have Frank the Wolf with Meowscarada and Angle on Trevenant. This team on the left is very, very... I'm threatened by this team. I think this team is terrifying. And Eli is going to lock Blaziken with the final pick. Now, I will say that this Meowscarada is more than likely going to be a laner, which I don't really agree with. I think Speedsters in the lane is not a very good pick. I think you want to opt for something a little bit more survivable, you know? You want to opt for survivability in the early game, especially when you're a laner, because if you have a jungler come in and just kill you, that's gonna affect the rest of your game, as you're gonna just be behind. And you're going to have to play really cleanly to come back, as momentum is crucial in this game. British Wolf and Cairo are going to switch Pokemon, and then they're going to switch back because, oops, I didn't mean it. I don't know how to play Clefable. Alright, here we go. So, we have our first Buzzwole, chat. Our first Buzzwole. And Cairo on Clefable. The first pick of the draft is on Clefable, which is an interesting pick. I'm not entirely sure how well that will work, but I'm sure Cairo knows how to play Clefable at least a little bit, right? It's important to note that Cairo, I believe, is an all-arounder main. So let's see where this leads. Alright, let's follow the Buzzwole, as this is the first Buzzwole of the Cupid. Here we go. Buzzwole with the full gauge already. And Buzzwole is going to cause a lot of issues. Alright, so what is the game plan here? It looks like we're going to just go and try to score. We want to get a stack here, it looks like. And we have Clefairy up in the top. That's fair. And British Wolf is going to try and prevent Buzzwole from scoring, but Buzzwole is going to get a stack regardless. And now we're going to just try and get out of there, it looks like. Oh, but we're going to instead opt to attack the Clefable. And this might be a bit of an overextension, but we are actually going to just barely get out of there alive. And that is crucial. Frank the Wolf buys a little bit of time for Zera as well. And they're looking, honestly, not that bad. Alright, so let's see where our junglers are rotating to. First, we will check the Zoroark. And Zoroark has opted to go to the top lane. And they are going to pick up a quick kill on the Clefairy. And this is a dead score bunny if I have ever seen one. And there it is. This is another score. Zera is stacking, and he's going to get yet another point. And the Zoroark is going to simply leave. But here comes Combuskin, the other jungler, going to pick up the KO on the overextended Frank the Wolf. And Zera is going to try and counter that by doing some more damage here. But it's not going to be enough. And with the help of Cairo and also the Score Bunny being back, they might be able to get out of there. But Buzzwole with the big slam, gonna slam that Score Bunny for overextending once again, being in slam range. Don't ever be in slam range of Buzzwole. The KO on the Combuskin is gonna go through, and Cairo just needs to leave. He has to get the fuck out of there. He's gonna die. And honestly, that's a huge mistake. He went back in. He's going to get slammed, and welcome to the jam once again. And this is another stack for the Buzzswole. And this is yet another stack. I believe that is 6 for 6, chat. Cairo's going to faint, and this Buzzswole is getting out of hand. Look at the Buzzswole go. He's slamming everybody. He's slamming everybody. He's pulling his slam out. He's punching, and he's going to pick another KO up. And even the bot lane appears to be going dramatically differently here, as Ingle has 17 points, and they have scored, and they are holding the team on the right to no points. Looks like they're going to opt to go back here. Ryevji is using the stored power set on the Espeon. Ingle has a shield of some variety. And let's see what the team on the right is doing. Here comes the second wave of Swablues and Altarias. And here comes the Zoroark going in, forcing out the escape from those two. And the Zoroark is going to trade his own life in exchange for the Delphox. Now the Decidueye is level 8. And instead of contesting the Decidueye, Ingle is going to opt to just go fight a wild Pokemon. And then he's decided to change his mind. And then he's going to try to run away from Decidueye, which is not something you ever want to do. And this top lane is completely crushed, by the way. Alright, now we have a team fight that should be occurring for this Regice down here. Let's see if they are able to get there. Well, Decidueye is already going for it. Cairo is also here, and they're going to get it. It looks like the blue team has no real interest in getting in there and preventing this. But Buzzswole has successfully rotated down, and that is a slam on the Delphox. And we have an ultimate from Decidueye and also gravity from Clefable. But we're still going to slam the Clefable, and that's a KO on Clef, but it's okay because the Buzzswole also fainted. This is going to stop a large amount of the issues that were being caused here. That being said, though, that is yet another KO being picked up on Cinderace by the Zoroark. And this one is going dramatically differently. And we still have a team fight going on down here as they are still trying to push. And we have a spawn of the Swablues. This is going to result in a big bag of experience. This is a big bag of experience for the team on the right. But is it going to be enough to turn this game around? I'm not sure. Alright, so Ryevji has to get out of there. He does not wish to lose his entire life. He's going to take a berry, and there are still 4 people down there, and where is Ingle? Ingle is not there, and Zoroark's going to run in trying to pick up a kill, and is just not going to be able to do it, and that's going to be a total goal break in the bottom, unless Buzzswole has something to say about this! And Buzzswole goes in, and the team is actually just prepared for it, and they're going to be able to take out the Buzzswole, and they're going to just keep feeding them experience. And now the team on the right has the lead after all of that. Alright, but here comes a very, very crucial moment as the second Aleki is about to spawn. Zera, with no muscle gauge, is going to try and contest this, but he currently does not have muscle gauge. You got to get that muscle gauge up there. And here comes the rotation as Blaziken is just sending it. He's ripping the Aleki, and Aleki is going to get stolen, and Blaziken is going to faint, as well as the Zoroark, though. Luckily, the Zoroark goes down as well. Otherwise, this would have gotten really out of hand really quickly. Buzzswole is going to max out that muscle gauge, though, and the team on the right is going to get Registeel this time. And now Zera is going to try his best to contest and get this Reggie into the nest. But we're going to slam another Pokemon into him, and that's going to not be quite enough, as Cinderace barely survives, and they're going to be able to fend off that Aleki. Alright, let's go back to the bot lane and see what's going on here. Looks like they managed to fight back the other team. Ryevji's going to try and score a 40. He's not going to be able to do so. And we have Decidueye absolutely blasting, picking up a double kill. And we are still fighting here for some reason instead of just retreating. We cannot fight all 3 of them. But here comes Frank the Wolf trying to save Ingle, I guess. But he needs to get out of there too, but he did not. He has decided to instead flash in, unleash his full force Unite move, and still faint. And it was going so well at the start, but it's all kind of fallen apart. But it's okay. This is only a 7-point game. This is not that bad. All right, let's see if they're able to pick up some KOs here on the opposing team. And it looks like the Zoroark is opting to farm, get some levels up, which is what I would probably be doing myself in this situation. I would be focused on being as strong as possible because this Rayquaza fight that is coming up in a minute will quite literally decide the game. This team fight will decide the game. All right, so we have a team fight going on here. We have an unfortunate feint for Frank the Wolf, but luckily Buzzwole is going to be able to fight off the Blaziken, and we have 35 seconds roughly before Rayquaza, and one final Alecki has spawned. And more importantly, there will be 20 seconds for the Reggie at the bottom. What is the plan for the blue team? It looks like they are opting to fight for this Alecki. And they are going to pick up a very quick double kill. But where is the other team? The other team is, well, they're having Alecki sent, and the team on the left actually has a lead here. And now it is time for that all-important Rayquaza fight that we hear so much about. The Rayquaza that has sealed the game for the team on the right. All 3 games so far. Let's see what happens this time. So we have people waiting in bushes. We have Frank the Wolf poking way too hard once again. We have an ultimate move released. And we have yet another ultimate move released on Zera. They are trying their best to get rid of this Buzzwole. As Cinderace is going to launch a Pyro Ball at Rayquaza, they're chasing them down into the lane. Decidueye is going to pick up a KO on the Buzzwole. And now they're checking this bush. Frank the Wolf is going to be caught with his pants down. He's going to try and steal this, but that's just not going to be enough there. And this is an absolute blasting of the Rayquaza. And once again, the team on the right is more prepared for the Rayquaza. And this is going to be a lot of points. That's 2 100s. Are we going to be able to prevent any more? Well, here comes Lionheart. He's got 50 of his own. He's going to start dunking, and Frank the Wolf is not going to be able to prevent that. All right, and now they have a lot of points that they need to prevent here. But Buzzwole nearly kills this Decidueye, but he's going to get blasted from a close range, and that's going to be enough to KO the Buzzwole. And I don't know how the team on the right is going to be able to respond in time and still score 242 points. And the team on the left is going to surrender. And we are heading to a Game 5. And that is a 4-0 lead for that one team over the Tyrannical Eevees.